I am Executive Chef Colin Bedford, the host of Food for Fuel. We're going to use a platform of sous vide cooking, which is low temperature cooking. We're going to give you the knowledge and the platform to help you navigate through this wonderful way of cooking. So today we're going to be making one of my favorites, and also Luke's favorite too, is chicken salad. We are going to be using our pulled chicken we made at the start of the week. This is a great way of being able to batch cook and for you to be able to have access, which is helpful if you're in a pinch and a bind. So we're going to start. We've got the pulled chicken, and then we've got some of our aioli, which we made earlier on. And then we're going to add one ingredient which you might not necessarily always think of, and that's sugar snaps. Sugar snaps are great again for texture, and they're also raw. So we're following that kind of raw theme to some of these dishes where we keep the integrity of the ingredient and also nice, bright, crisp, vibrant colors. Then the next ingredient we're going to prep a little bit differently. So we're actually going to peel the celery. This was a new thing for me a couple of years ago. I wasn't a fan of celery, but all these strings that we're peeling off is where all the fiber is. It's not necessarily nice to eat. However, the celery flavor is much nicer. Quickly cut through these. Some people ask me about knives. What's your favorite knife? What knife do you like? Well, that's a very good question, and my response always is, how does it feel in your hand? Yes, there's a certain balance to a knife, but if you have small or big hands, the knife is going to be very different from how each individual is going to actually hold the knife. So a recommendation is, if when picking a knife, 100% pick it up, feel it, and see how it feels, because everyone's going to be different. And then here we're going to add a few more ingredients. Again, green onions. I'm a big fan of green onions. It brings that onion flavor, but it doesn't really have the harshness of onion itself. However, I think green onion is a great addition. Again, we got some cucumbers. It's a nice green, vibrant salad. And again, these are things which you can batch cook. This will sit in the fridge for 2 or 3 days using the same chicken that you made a few days ago. And then you don't get flavor fatigue. And this is just the base recipe. You can adapt this, you can change this, you can make it however you wish. Again, green herbs, parsley. Depending on the time of the year, you're gonna have basil in the garden. You could use tarragon. You can use a multitude of different herbs. And then for a little bit more texture, we're gonna add crushed cashews. And then we got our flaky Saltwerk sea salt. Again, nice, even, balanced salt. A little bit of sweetness. We got our Anderson pure maple syrup. Looks nice. See how beautiful all these colors are? And then we'll begin to mix, slowly mix them all in and incorporate it all. And normally, this salad is gonna be great to eat immediately. However, sitting in the fridge for a few hours, make it before you have your lunch. Obviously, if it sits in there a little bit longer, the longer it sits, the nicer it is. All these beautiful, vibrant colors, a lot of texture. And then, last of all, the old faithful citrus, lemon juice. And I always like to directly, zest into the bowl. You get all those added extra oils and great flavor. We're almost there, and today we're actually going to put these in a lettuce wrap. Again, to keep things nice and light for lunch. Just going to line these up. I actually like to call these chicken canoes. And to be fair, this is not really an English thing. I learned this when I came over to the States. My mum and dad absolutely love chicken salad. So that's one thing that I always make sure I leave enough of in the fridge when I go to work, because my parents really love this chicken salad. And to finish off, you could sprinkle some more nuts on top. Either way, again, it's refreshing, super tasty, and ready for lunch.